In the NFL,
Every game tells a story, but some matchups are fueled by something deeper. These are games built on redemption, where players and teams come back from heartbreak and chase a chance to prove themselves. The pursuit of payback turns regular season clashes into must-see events, with legacies and pride on the line. This season, the top 10 NFL revenge games promise drama, intensity, and moments you won't forget. You'll want to see which revenge showdown tops our list.
Number 10.
Steelers at Jets, Week 1. We start the list with a game that feels like a movie because it almost never got made. Week 1. Aaron Rodgers, back at MetLife Stadium, but not as a Jet, as a Steeler. The last time Rodgers stepped on that field wearing green, it lasted just 4 snaps, a torn Achilles, and with it, the hopes of an entire franchise. The Jets moved on. Rodgers didn't. Now 41, reborn in Pittsburgh black and gold, he walks back into that same stadium, this time with something to prove. Not just to New York, but to the league, to the critics, and maybe even to himself. Rodgers has never been shy about receipts, and come Week 1, he'll be delivering them in prime time, on the very field where his Jets chapter began and ended. Revenge doesn't always come loud. Sometimes it shows up in a different jersey, with ice in its veins and a cannon for an arm. Number 9. Vikings at Seahawks, Week 13. In 2024, Sam Darnold finally silenced the critics. Thrown into the starting role for the Minnesota Vikings, Darnold delivered the most consistent season of his NFL career. Over 3,000 yards, career highs in completion rate and efficiency, and a late-season playoff push that gave Minnesota fans real hope in a chaotic year. He was calm. He was reliable. He was the guy when they needed one. And then they let him walk. No extension, no real push to bring him back, just a quiet pivot to the future with rookie J.J. McCarthy. Enter the Seattle Seahawks. They saw the upside. They saw the leadership. They gave Darnold a second life. And in Week 13 of the 2025 season, he finally gets his chance to answer back. Under the lights at Lumen Field, with the 12s behind him, Darnold won't just be playing the Vikings. He'll be confronting the franchise that moved on from him. He knows their system, he knows their personnel, and he knows that revenge hits hardest when it's loud, fast, and played in prime time. Number 8. Lions at Commanders, Week 10. For most teams, a regular season loss is just a bump in the road. But for Detroit, their history with Washington is anything but ordinary. It started in 2022, when the Lions built a 22-0 first-half lead, only to watch it nearly vanish in the second. They held on for the win, but the cracks were showing. Fast forward to 2024, and those cracks split wide open. In the divisional round of the playoffs, the upstart Commanders marched into Ford Field and stunned the Lions on their own turf. A season full of Super Bowl dreams was suddenly over. The pain wasn't just in the loss, it was in who handed it to them. Now, in 2025, the Lions are in Washington in Week 10, and for Dan Campbell's team, this game is personal. They remember the collapse. They remember the playoff exit, and they've been waiting for this. Number 7, Patriots at Titans, Week 7. Few coaches in the NFL have left as deep a mark on a franchise as Mike Vrabel did in Tennessee. From 2018 through 2023, Vrabel molded the Titans into AFC contenders, leading them to multiple playoff appearances, an AFC championship game, and turning Tennessee into a tough, physical team known for its grit and resilience. But after the 2023 season, the Titans and Vrabel parted ways. Whether it was differences with management or the search for a new direction, Vrabel's impressive run in Tennessee came to an unexpected end. New England called after firing Jod Mayo. They hired Vrabel as their new head coach, hoping to reignite the winning culture that once made them a dynasty. Now, in Week 7 of the 2025 season, Vrabel faces his former team at Nissan Stadium. This game isn't just about wins or losses. It's about legacy, pride, and a coach's chance to get revenge on the team that once was his kingdom. Number 6, Bears at Commanders, Week 6. In 2024, the Chicago Bears were on the rise. With rookie quarterback Caleb Williams leading the charge, they held a 4-2 record and aspirations for a playoff run. But in Week 8, disaster struck. Facing the Washington Commanders, the Bears took a late 15-12 lead. With seconds remaining, Commanders rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels launched a 52-yard Hail Mary pass, a play now known as the Hail Maryland. The ball was tipped by Bears cornerback Tyreek Stevenson and caught by Noah Brown in the end zone, giving Washington an 18-15 victory. The loss was devastating. The Bears spiraled, losing 9 of their final 10 games. Head coach Matt Eberflus was fired, and the team underwent a significant overhaul. Now, in 2025, the Bears are seeking redemption. With new head coach Ben Johnson at the helm and Caleb Williams entering his second season, Chicago is determined to rewrite the narrative. Meanwhile, Jaden Daniels, fresh off a stellar rookie season where he earned Offensive Rookie of the Year honors and led the Commanders to the NFC Championship game, returns to face the Bears once more. 2 young quarterbacks, one unforgettable history. Who will rise? Number 5, Bears at Lions, Week 2. For 2 straight seasons, Ben Johnson turned the Detroit Lions into one of the most dangerous offenses in football. He was the brain behind the Lions' 2024 NFC Championship run. His creative play designs, surgical red zone packages, and seamless integration of Jared Goff into a modern, motion-heavy offense had defenses on their heels. Johnson wasn't just respected, he was coveted. Now, in just his second game as head coach, Ben Johnson returns to the place where he built his name, Ford Field. The same field where he drew up playoff-wrecking plays is now enemy territory. There's tension in the air. Jared Goff and the Lions' offense, still potent, now operate under a new coordinator. But they know Ben Johnson better than anyone, and he knows them just as well. Can Caleb Williams help deliver his coach the ultimate revenge against the team that helped him become a star? Week 2, Bears, Lions, and a sideline reunion that's anything but friendly. Number 4, Eagles at Commanders, Week 16. The Commanders had the best Cinderella story in 2024 until the Eagles turned it into a nightmare. In the NFC Championship game, Philadelphia torched Washington with a 55-24 blowout that left no doubt. Jalen Hurts threw for 3 touchdowns, Saquon Barkley ran wild, and the Eagles' defense swarmed Jaden Daniels from the opening drive. The Commanders were left stunned, but they didn't sulk. They reloaded. Washington made major moves in the 2025 offseason. They traded for All-Pro left tackle Laramie Tunsil, added elite playmaker Deebo Samuel, and doubled down on protecting their franchise QB. Jaden Daniels, already named 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year, has taken a massive leap forward, commanding the huddle and delivering big wins early in the year. Now, in Week 16, the Eagles return to Northwest Stadium for what might be the NFC East title decider or even a playoff preview. This time, the Commanders are ready, and they haven't forgotten. Jaden Daniels is older, smarter, stronger. Deebo Samuel gives him a new weapon to break Philly's press coverage. Tunsil gives him time. The defense is healthy, and the pain of last year still lingers. For Philly, it's business as usual. For Washington, it's payback. Number 3, Ravens at Bills, Week 1. After last postseason heartbreak, can Baltimore shock Buffalo on primetime's biggest stage? Last year, the Bills ended the Ravens' Super Bowl dreams with a heart-stopping 27-25 victory in the AFC divisional round. It was a game of inches, big plays, and last-second heartbreak for Baltimore. But the Ravens aren't just looking to play, they're out for revenge. After a tough loss that exposed weaknesses, Baltimore spent the offseason reshaping their roster and mindset. Lamar Jackson, known for his electrifying athleticism and clutch performances, has been laser-focused on redemption. His leadership in 2024 was remarkable, guiding the Ravens to a deep playoff run despite falling short against the Bills. The team added key pieces to shore up the defense and bolster the offensive line, determined to give Jackson the protection and support He needs to dominate. Jackson's own hunger for vengeance runs deep. He's eager to silence critics who question his playoff performances and prove that last season's loss was just a setback, not a ceiling. Facing Josh Allen, the reigning NFL MVP who edged Jackson for the award last season, this Week 1 showdown is more than a game. It's the Ravens' chance to reclaim their spot among the AFC elite and send a message. The heartbreak of 2024 only fueled their fire. As the lights shine brightest on opening night, expect Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to bring intensity, passion, and a burning desire to rewrite the narrative. Number 2, Chiefs at Bills, Week 9. The Buffalo Bills enter Week 9 with a chip on their shoulder. Last season, the Bills' Super Bowl dreams came crashing down in heartbreaking fashion. In the 2024 AFC Championship game, the Chiefs edged out Buffalo 32-29 in a game that went down to the wire. Josh Allen put on a masterclass, connecting on clutch throws and leading multiple scoring drives. But Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs made the plays when it mattered most, including a late-game touchdown pass that sealed the Chiefs' victory and sent Kansas City to the Super Bowl. The loss was gut-wrenching for the Bills, who had fought so hard all season to reach that moment. It exposed key weaknesses, especially in late-game defense and special teams, that Buffalo vowed to fix. Now, in Week 9 of the 2025 season, the Bills get a chance for redemption, a chance to avenge their narrow playoff loss by defeating the Chiefs on their home turf at Highmark Stadium. Buffalo has bolstered its roster, tightened up its defense, and Josh Allen is hungrier than ever, determined to rewrite the ending. This matchup isn't just a regular season game, it's a statement. The Bills want to prove they belong at the top, and that the heartbreak of last year only fueled their fire. Number 1. Revenge Game of the Year, Eagles at Chiefs, Week 2. The 2025 NFL season's early spotlight shines on a fierce rematch. The Philadelphia Eagles visiting the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Last season's Super Bowl 59 was a harsh lesson for the Chiefs. Philadelphia dominated from start to finish in a 40-22 blowout. The Eagles' defense overwhelmed Kansas City's vaunted offense, recording 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes, forcing 3 critical turnovers and consistently disrupting their rhythm. Mahomes, normally electric, was rattled all game, facing relentless pressure and unable to find his usual groove. The Chiefs' offense sputtered in the biggest moment, leaving fans and analysts stunned. For Kansas City, that loss still stings. Heading into Week 2 of 2025, the Chiefs are hungry for redemption. They've spent the offseason addressing their weaknesses, particularly strengthening their offensive line and tweaking defensive schemes, all with one goal in mind: to bounce back against the Eagles on their home turf. Patrick Mahomes has been vocal about the team's determination. He knows the Chiefs can't let history repeat itself, especially not against a division rival and Super Bowl foe. Can the Chiefs reclaim their throne and show the league they've learned from the past? Or will the Eagles prove their Super Bowl dominance was no fluke? This is no doubt the revenge game of the year. Rewriting your story is what these games are all about. Each matchup we've highlighted goes beyond the standings. They're personal, shaped by memories of heartbreak, missed opportunities, and the drive for redemption. This is what makes football more than just a sport. Pride, resilience, and the chance to change your legacy are all on the line every week. So which revenge game are you most excited to see? Is it a high-profile rematch or the underdog's shot at redemption? Let us know in the comments. If you're pumped for these matchups, hit like and subscribe to join our NFL community for more stories and analysis. In 2025, these games won't just impact the standings, they'll shape careers and legacies. Which payback story will define the 2025 season? Drop your pick below.